I'm going to leave them in place.
The city will suffer.
I've heard enough.
That button powers up the telescope. Bus stop.
Who, me?
Who am I?
It is the gift of man, yea, the very spark of life in our iron shells.
You know, boss, whenever I see a really tall tower, a part of me just wants to go all the way to the top and then go sliding down.
Belay that, sir. The authorities told me that no one goes in till the door opens on its own.
Well, sounds like we need to get him open then, boss.
But enough.
The rest followed predictably.
Hopefully Primer will be satisfied.
You know who you are, Horatio. You have only forgotten who you were.
Gamma knows.
Complaining? Am I the one wandering across the entire city, whinging about a power core?
Ever since, Metromind says what the law is.
My city is ruined.
No way! That guy makes my drive skip.
We must have peace.
Crispin, that's not code. That's just gibberish.
I must admit, Horatio, that I am surprised that it was the Urbanian who destroyed Scraper in the end.
Every time I write a character who speaks in rhyming dialogue, I tell myself I'm never going to do it again. And yet, here we are.
Good idea.
Looking good, looking good.
So I will help you take it from her and Scraper.
The monitor's broken.
Now how would I know that?
Crispin's sprite design, character design, or whatever, has been around for a long time. I think it was maybe the third or fourth robot I drew for Primordia. Originally he had just like 3 orange eyes. This is before he was actually Crispin. I was just drawing random robots and stuff, and Mark came up with the character of Crispin, and we needed a sprite kind of placeholder, and I threw this little kind of spinning top looking guy. Not the most unique design in the world, but I don't know, there's something about it I kind of liked. And eventually we kind of wanted to get, I don't know, a little bit more emotion into Crispin's character, and I thought that just these 3 lights on his head weren't really portraying that all that much. So I did some more design sketches, messed around with the concept, and came up with a viewer, kind of the blue screen he has, which is actually like a cathode ray tube or something like that Horatio's scavenged from out of the dunes. It's definitely good old analog technology. There's a lot of analog tech in Primordia.
That is for you. To check it out up close, I might just hide behind some junk. Time to go pay a visit to Arbiter, boss.
Each robot must stand alone. Independence is freedom.
Well, you could go shoot a few rounds into his shell if you like.
I thought you were scared of it. The processing unit has enough problems already.
But I met thy first version and thy third. Thou camest in thy infancy, in wrath, confusion, denouncing the shrine as a weapon once turned against thee.
I guess when your only tool is a plasma torch, everything looks like it needs welding.
I don't want that sludge in my joints. I can't safely grab it. I need something to hold it in place to carry the charge.
Factor built half the robots in Metropole.
So I had this weird moment when a tester asked me whether the layout of Metropole was really realistic, and as I thought about it, I realized that, I guess subconsciously, I had basically laid the city out like the area of downtown Los Angeles where I work. Every day I get off the train at this beautiful Art Deco train station called Union Station. I walk down this small commercial street where various street vendors hawk goods at you, and then past there is City Hall, and next to City Hall is the courthouse where I work. And in fact, often there's a long line to get into the courthouse. Anyway, I assure you, if you need assurances, that downtown Los Angeles is not as dystopian as Metropole.
You're right about that. This old airing bus could hardly fly to begin with.
There's a shell just past here.
As long as we're running down descendants of these council robots, maybe we should go talk to Oswald.
Not this. I don't know the council.
Hey, Clarity, shouldn't you be carrying a sword rather than a gun? You know, boss, you never used to ask me for advice this often back before you got thrown out of the Unique. Going to pray for a miracle, boss?
Archives. I'll be fine. We just need to get the emergency generator up and running.
It is who we are right now that matters, and above all,